Good morning, students. Welcome to the IT class. I am Snigdha Dotto, your IT teacher. Today, we will start the new session, that is communication and networking, that is basics of internet. Okay, so I hope all of you are watching the previous videos, and you have read the chapter, this ICT skills. So today we will start the new session. So let us see the internet, that is communication and networking, basics of internet. So the internet is a huge network of computers around the world. Using the internet you can get any information that is stored in a web page on the World Wide Web. And you can do all this by connecting your computer to the internet. If your computer is connected with the internet, then you can do all these things, all the information you can get in your computer. Okay, so with the help of the internet you can gather a lot of knowledge which is available on it. So the knowledge is stored in a big library, so storehouse, like which is called the World Wide Web or the web. Okay, so www, it is a collection of different websites. It is a collection of different websites that you can view if you are connected to the internet. Okay, so you can all use these websites to buy something, watch movies, read books, learn new skills, educate yourself, find the best colleges to study further. Okay, so these things you can get here. Now, what are the uses of the internet or the application of the internet? So there are different type of application where you can use the internet. First one is search information. So you can get the latest information about anything that is uploaded on the web, whether it is result news about an earthquake or a cricket match or the election details, anything you can get here. Then entertainment, you can listen to music, play games. Then this internet is also a platform for thousands to search and find media. Okay, so you can get offer also non-stop entertainment online with their vast collection of media. So next one is email and chatting. So you can talk or send messages to people all around the world quickly and easily. The messages you can send over the internet. Okay, and shopping, you can buy and sell products such as books, electronic goods over the internet. You can also pay for these products via digital modes of payments, maybe that e-card or cash on delivery. So these things you can use. So wallet, okay, so plastic card, so e-banking. So these things you can use here in online shopping. Next is online booking. You can book movie tickets, hotels, train, bus, plane tickets, all things you can book here online. Next is online learning. So there are a number of courses available online. Some are free while few are not. So you can do course on a topic you like or want to know more about. Next is online banking. You can do banking operations like checking details of your bank account or transferring money from your one account to another account, mobile banking, NEFT, RTGS. So all these things you can do online. Then social networking. This thing you can also do. You can share your interests, knowledge and stories with your family, with your friends, okay, around the world, anywhere. So these social media like WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, so these things you can use. So these are the application of internet. Next we will see how to connect to the internet. Okay, so for that, connecting to the internet, so first is for that we need a device such as a computer, laptop or mobile. And next one is we need a modem, which is a connecting device. Modem is, that is, modulator, demodulator. And one internet service provider we need, ISP, that is the telephone company which provides the internet connectivity using the phone lines or a wireless network. Okay, so through this picture we can understand. Here you can see the picture. This one, phone line splitter. This is switch. Here phone is there. Here is, you can see the phone. This one is modem. Okay, so phone is connected with this modem and modem is connected with the computer. So this is the way how the internets are connected, connection to the internet. Okay, so you can see here phone is connected with the modem through the phone line splitter, and this modem is connected with this computer. Okay, now modem, you can see here in computer. Now actually inbuilt modem in CPU is found. If you will buy the computer, then you can get it inbuilt modem. Okay, now types of connection. There are different types of connections. Wired connection, one of that. Then wireless connection, bandwidth. So there are internet browser. So there are different types of connections. Okay, so essential elements we have seen. Now mainly there are two types of connection: wired connection and wireless connection. Wired connection means when our computer is connected to the internet using a wire. Okay, then it is called wired connection. Generally Ethernet cables are used to connect a modem to the internet data line and to end use device, and this wired connection fixes the internet setup to a single location. These connections are used in case of dial-up connections, cable broadband or fiber broadband. Okay, so this is about wired connection. And next one is wireless connection. Here you can also connect your computer to the internet, but that is using wireless technology. Okay, so here you can see the wireless connection, laptop, modem, and this is connected with this wireless connection, and wired connection is this one through the cables. Okay, so now wireless connection. Laptops need a wireless internet card to connect to a modem with using any cables. So it uses more advanced wireless technology. Here you can see that mobile device. Okay, so that is connected to the internet without the use of the cable lines. No, so modem broadband services like 3G, 4G, all this use wireless connections extensively. Now next is bandwidth. Bandwidth is the, here you can see the bandwidth modem. So bandwidth is the amount of data that can be transmitted over a network in a certain amount of time. To understand a bandwidth, let us take the example of a pipe. So the amount of water flowing through a pipe depends on its thickness. No? So similarly, the amount of data that your network can receive or send depends on its bandwidth. In case of digital devices, the bandwidth is usually expressed in bits per second or bytes per second. Okay, and of analog devices, the bandwidth is expressed in cycles per second or hertz. Okay, now data transfer speed over the networks including the internet is calculated in terms of bits per second, like 1 kbps, that is 1 kilobits per second, equal to 1000 bits per second. Next is 1 mbps, that is megabits per second, that is equivalent to 1000 kilobits per second. 1 gbps 1 Gbps, that is gigabits per second. 1000 equal to 1000 megabits per second. So this is very important, and it refers to the maximum amount of data that can be transmitted over a network in a certain amount of time. So it determines bandwidth, it determines the capacity of a network communications link to transfer data from one point to another. Generally it is measured in bits per second, okay, or you can say bytes per second. So this is about this bandwidth. Connecting to internet, we have seen there are different types of connection. Next day we will see internet, about the internet browser. Okay, so that's all for today. You read this chapter thoroughly. Thank you.